Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I actually went and took a quick dinner break, and now I'm ready to go. I remember Hilda needs to change her class, and we need to equip the new Hero's Relic onto someone. So we'll have to keep that in mind. First we will instruct people. Claude needs some more sword training, I believe. He was doing a lot of really good work in the last one, but he needs a more sword. So just keep doing that, I suppose. Great! D+. I think maybe we said he needs a C. I don't really remember. Perfect on the last one. Fantastic. Get another one. And another perfect. Alright, so who do we have? We have Cyril is up there. It looks like we can do 4 more. So one of the less motivated people is going to be left out here. Let's start with Cyril, because we know. And his axe is doing pretty good, so he needs just flying experience. Starting off with a perfect. Give him some praise.
Oh, thanks, Professor.
And a great. Ooh.
I could have kept going.
Okay, there's no way we can level, but
I could have kept.
we got a lot of XP for what it's worth. So how's Raphael looking? Raphael's still doing axe and brawler. We might help him with stuff. You're currently doing sword and bow. Get a lot for bow. Catherine, sword and brawler. We could probably level up her brawler. And Shamir is really close in lance, but she's doing sword and a bow. Why did I have her on sword? Oh, so she could become a mercenary. Okay, so we definitely want to train Shamir, specifically with sword. Starting off with a perfect.
Your praise is appreciated.
A great.
Very good, Professor.
If we get another great, then we'll actually level. Dang it. What's Petra working on at the moment? Trying to think. I don't know if Raphael's actually gonna make it on the final squad. Mostly because Catherine is just like a better him. In a way. If we're gonna use Catherine though. Trying to think if she should use like authority or something. Well, let's just level up her brawling right now.
Thank you for teaching.
One more great, maybe? Oh, a perfect.
So, looks like I'm getting it. You're too kind. Now I'm feeling a bit shy.
And then I guess maybe just throw it in authority for now.
I'm always
Authority seems just like okay for everyone because everyone's using a battalion, so. I will go full bow action here, I believe. A good. This is outrageous. That's better.
You are giving me praise? I will get more soon.
Double
I
perfects.
understand.
Okay, and now we're done with that. We want to keep the flying, which we have. Do I want to change Catherine's goals, maybe? Because, like, what's she using brawling for? Really nothing? Is your crest... When using combat arts... What does your passive do? When no battalion is assigned. Well, that doesn't seem like something we want to do. Eh, we'll just keep her on brawling, whatever. What's the harm in it? Alright, so begin lecture.
Professor.
Lugging a big old axe into battle is so much work. Why bother when an animal friend with cute wings can just carry me and my axe wherever we want to go? So let's just train up my axe and flying skills, okay? But you're supposed to be my tank. I don't know if you're aware of this. So I'm gonna have to say no to that one, especially since I already picked Cyril to go do flying. But we'll reevaluate once we get to the next day where we can actually look at classes and stuff. Sure, speak to me.
Aha! Found you! You're always nosing around places, aren't you, Professor? It can be real hard to find you sometimes. Well, yeah, I wouldn't have been running all over the place looking for you if stuff was normal. Do you remember how Lady Rhea asked you to come to the office this evening? Well,
No.
She told me that I should come to let you know that today's a bad day for doing that, and you should go and see her tomorrow instead. That's pretty much everything I needed to say, I think. Oh, except to ask you if you've seen Sedith around anywhere. Okay, I'm supposed to tell Sedith the thing Lady Rhea told me to tell you, but he's hard to find. Nah, I'll find him myself. But if you see him, then find me, please, and tell me where you saw him, okay? Because then I'll know where he is.
This is definitely
I'll be in
overcomplicating the
stables if you need
situation.
me. Gotta put out the fodder before it's the next kid's shift. Don't want her thinking I left my work for her to do. Oh, but if I'm not in the stables and you need to find me, I'll be at the forest up north, because there's a bunch of logs lying around up there. I figure I ought to chop them up, or else someone might trip on a log, or we might run out of firewood. And if I chop, then it'll save other people time. If it looks like I'm done there, then the quarters need to be swept. So if you see Sedith and you need to find me, then I might be there. Nope, this is my job. I'm not giving it to anyone else, because it's mine and I'm gonna do it. Besides, if you help me out, Lady Rhea might give me an earful. I don't know why, but Lady Rhea sure does seem to like you. She's always worried about what you might be doing or not doing. Oh yeah, not that it's any of my business. Anyways, Lady Rhea asked me to do some jobs, so I'm doing them all. Even some she didn't ask for, but I know need doing, so I'm doing them. End of story. And remember, if you see Sedith around, come find me and tell me where you saw him, yeah?
This is just...
Huh? But I just told you where I'd be. If I'm not in the stables, I'll be at the forest. If I'm not... Oh, I see. You're right, I'm all over the place, huh? I don't want to waste your time, Professor, so if you see Sedith, how about you tell him I was looking for him, and then tell him all the places I'll be? Then he can spend his time looking for me instead of you. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Oh my
Real good
goodness.
plan. Let's do that. See you later, Professor.
What a mess. Hey, he got all his motivation back. Ash's birthday? I don't really feel like a tea party at the moment, so flowers it is.
Good enough, Professor?
Hey, he leveled up.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Aha! I'm getting it!
She leveled up so many things.
Not as hard as I thought. Technique never betrays.
Alright. So now we want to evaluate Hilda's class. As well as... Oh my gosh. Okay, we did whatever this is and we got another battalion, it looks like. We should probably use this special battalion that we have as well. But, oh my goodness, we have more supports. We have so many supports. Okay, we might save them for the end then. What was I doing? Classes. What's the best way to do this? First, I want to... You don't have any affinity for flying units, Hilda. No. It's gonna take you too dang long. It's a negatory on that one, boss. See, why can't you be more like Cyril? He wants to wield an axe, and he wants to fly. You just want to fly because you're lazy. Okay, so classes. Certifications. Claude's still working on that class. Oh wait, can he become the hero? Oh, no, not that one. He could become the Lord. It's not a hero, it's a Lord, but he now has high enough sword skills. And he can also become a mercenary? Not quite yet. But we would like him to become a mercenary. So we should continue with the sword stuff. What is this hero class require? Requires B in sword. So he's gonna need to keep doing sword. It's just how it is. Hero seems like the right class for him. Kinda like it. He could always be a warrior too, but I like the hero. Grappler. Maybe we should make Catherine into a grappler, but then she can't use her hero relic. So it's almost a little bit of a waste. But if we give the hero relic to someone else... And then what's down here? Like War Master? But we probably would rather have him be a hero. Or... yeah, a hero. Than a War Master. Okay, so let us look at... Hilda. You have mastered this class, and you can now become an armored knight. You can also become a brigand, but I'd rather you become an armored knight. Wait, she has a 100% chance, right? Yep. Okay, please take this exam. Victory achieved. Change to that class. Okay. So Hilda is ready. Leonie needs to practice with her current class. There's no... That's weird. There's no advanced class that is a Pegasus class. There is a Wyvern class, but no Pegasus. How odd. There's no horse swords in any of the advanced classes. Petra's still working on mercenary at the moment, and then maybe thief as well before she becomes an assassin. Flane is staying as a priest for now. Catherine needs to finish up mercenary before she can go back to Swordmaster. Shamir is currently finishing up as an archer before she can go back to sniper. Cyril is currently doing the brigand stuff, and then he'll become a wyvern rider. So I think everyone's good in the class that they're currently at. Other stuff that we want to do, we want to make sure and use that new battalion. So we still have Gerald's mercenaries there. I feel like Lawrence could use these new mercenaries, especially since they're his to begin with, so. Which one are they? These guys. You need B. Oh my goodness. Skilled in both sword and magic. Well, they would definitely work, and they are a horse movement type. But he does not have B. What do you even have at the moment in that? Okay, we might need to train your authority a little bit, because you're not even close. Everyone else has Saros archers, soldiers, mercenaries, monks, Pegasus company, alliance duelists. I have no idea if these are the best ones for Petra or not. We could just use, like, anyone who hasn't maxed out one could just grab a new one and level them up. Assuming there's an empty one. They would lower her stats pretty dramatically. Lowly bandits. This is what we just got, right? Villagers from Remmire who will banded together to defend their homeland, preventing them from moving next turn. We get so much evasion and crit from these guys. Yeah, just keep those guys on there. I need to figure out what my squad is actually going to be, because I definitely want Lysithia on the squad. I don't really want her to just support Flayn forever. But Flayn and Marianne in the same squad, I need to decide if we actually need 2 healers or not. What activities are there? Golden fish. There are now many fish with a golden glow. Effects are enhanced when dining with students from your own house. So since you can see that there's events today, we should probably explore today, and then next week we can battle. So we'll explore on this day. Not that we'll have too much to do because we've already talked to everyone. We should probably save as well, because I didn't save after the last episode. Does Sothis have anything new to say?
If you ask.
Nope. She really doesn't like Tomas though. Still, everyone's by the fishing pond. We could go fishing. Other than that, we can try the tournament as well. Again. Not that I think we'll succeed, but we could try. There's no good reason not to. We have 6 points to play with here. So, where are we gonna start? Let's start with the greenhouse. Always a good place to start. as we can get a lot of Professor XP from it. Like the harvest. Turnip, cabbage, peach currant. Cabbage. Peach currant. We didn't get any flowers. Didn't we plant a whole bunch of flowers? What happened? Well, this time let's plant a whole bunch of flowers together. Okay, cultivate. There's not a good yield on these. They must not go well together or whatever. That's unfortunate.
Let's see.
I wonder if there's a way to tell that, or some way... I assume if I learn some that do go well together, I can just copy that, but at the moment I don't really know because I haven't been paying that much attention to it. Now let's go shopping. I think we bought everything for this month already though, so I don't think... Yeah, we bought all this stuff. There's no blue sparkles here. Oh, I was gonna inspect how to repair Thunderbrand. Oh, I also have Tharsis in my inventory. I should give that to someone. Get rid of this devil sword and this hammer. So, can you just repair Thunderbrand? Ooh, it requires rare materials, but yes, it can be repaired.
Come back anytime.
Alright, so let's look at our inventories real quick, because some people have some messed up inventories. What does this do? Magic attack range +2. So we probably should give this to Lysithia. Where would it be? Right here. Ooh, we can't have the accuracy ring equipped then. Who should have the accuracy ring? Who is inaccurate? I feel like no one, really. Most of my squad is fairly accurate. Maybe like Hilda? Or we could give it to Leonie for now. Also, Leonie's supposed to have a sword, right? That was another mistake I made. We don't currently have any swords. This iron sword is broken.
Hey there.
I believe my character had it. Ooh, my steel sword's about to run out as well. So maybe we should forge this into a new steel sword? Oh, we can make Killing Edge now? High crit rate. We should maybe make a Killing Edge at some point. What is a Venom Edge? A sword that poisons foes. Let's make a steel.
Is this it? There you go.
And then let's look at our extra swords if we can upgrade any of those. Like this one. it can be upgraded to an iron sword. So we might as well do that and give it to Leone.
There you go.
Do we have any other rusted things that can be something special? We should get them all into one place by getting them out of our inventory, and then it'll be easier. So Leone needs a sword. Probably doesn't need a bow anymore. I'm kind of curious to see if she can wield a bow while on a Pegasus, though. So we'll check that first. Lawrence has some random rusted gauntlets he doesn't need. Claude, you're probably not using bows very much anymore. You could use another sword as well. Everyone needs more swords. What's up with that? You're good. You're good. So what does this devil sword do? An unholy sword that inflicts 10 damage on the wielder after combat. It doesn't seem like a very good weapon either. Am I missing something? I mean, I guess it has pretty good might, but it's not like fantastic by any means. But we don't need bows anymore either on Ignatz. He is pretty much full mage at this point. Marianne doesn't need this hammer. You don't need this or this. Petra's fine. Leone has a sword. You still have a lance, which is probably fine. You don't need all these different rusted gauntlets. That is unnecessary. Do I want to... I want to train her with a sword as well, so that she can get mercenary class, probably. So we'll probably do that. We need more swords. Like, pretty much everyone needs swords. We could just repair this sword. Or we could forge it into a steel sword. It does weigh a lot more. I need to take that into account at some point. If you increase something's weight, I believe, like here, this is going to increase it by 5, so I think he'll have a 5% chance of, or 5% higher chance of getting hit. So we need to be aware of that.
Is this it?
Yeah, go ahead and make that. He's still fine. We might just have to buy swords. Just buy a sword for Shamir. That's the only person who needed a sword, right? Because we repaired Claude's. Yeah.
Come back anytime.
So let's buy a sword for Shamir. Just a regular iron one seems perfectly fine.
This one do? Many thanks.
Oh, and then the other thing I was going to check if any of our rusted things are a special weapon, which we've seen before. These are all iron gauntlets. Rusted bows or iron bows. Oh, this is the special rusted axe, but we don't have any mithril still. Gotcha. This is just regular rusted axes. Rusted javelins, just regular ones. Yeah, nothing special really. Double Sword Plus. It gets a really high hit rate. Alright.
Come back anytime.
We're all good to go then. That's all the buying we need to do. Now what activities are we going to do? Definitely eating. Are we going to do the tournament? I am not yet sure. So let's start with eating. We'll probably do the choir as well and invite Mercedes or Mercedes, whatever you want to call her. We could also do cooking, but I think we've already done cooking once, so we already have some stats. So today's special. Leone could probably use some motivation. I think the up arrow, the orange up arrow, means their motivation would go up. So we've been working on Ingrid and Mercedes, but Mercedes hates this meal while Ingrid likes it, so we'll take her and we'll take Leone. Didn't we take both of these people last time too? I think we did. But oh well.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
And she maxed out her motivation. And some good Professor XP, which is one of the major things we're looking for, is Professor XP. We should also check the statues maybe. Oh, we can check the advice box. I almost forgot about the advice box. Let's run over to the statues because otherwise I'm sure I'll forget. And then we'll run back to the advice box. Can we level any of you up? We have 1,000 points, so yes. I want that 10% XP.
You're all set.
We need 2,500 points to get that 10% XP.
See you again soon.
Rough, but we'll get there. Two notes, huh? You can always put on more clothing when it's cold, but you can only remove so many layers in the heat. How does one survive the hot summer? Spend your days underground? I have no idea. Focus on reading? Hey. I've looked at the notes in the box before and it seems like everyone's always worried and complaining about stuff. Is everyone really that bad off? Worry often leads to growth. Yeah, let's go with that one. Victory achieved. Alright, choir time. There appears to be no motivation to be gained from choir, as far as I know. Who was I gonna invite to the choir? Mercedes? Where is she? Oh, she's right there. We can invite both of these two. Because otherwise there's not a whole lot to be gained here. Except for faith, but I don't think any of these people need faith.
I hope this song reaches the goddess's ears.
Regardless of the quality, this is a good chance for us to prove our solidarity.
Faith experience, authority experience, professor experience. Dun dun dun. Alright, so... Oh, there is someone who wants to talk to me. We'll see who it is. And then, since we still have 4 actions left, we might as well... Okay, which direction is which? No, I want to go the other way.
Hello. Okay.
But we might as well do 3 instances of training and just try the tournament. I'm not convinced we'll win, but... Oh yeah, sure. This should be a C support, though.
That's the 3rd time this month. Well, that's that. Father never relents. Oh, Professor! Hello! Did you need something? Well, that is... I was just tossing out something I have no need of. It's important to keep our spaces clean after all. You'd do well to remember that too, Professor. A clean space makes for a clean mind, or some such. Getting rid of things you have no need for is the first step to managing one's belongings in an economical way. Does that surprise you? Perhaps it seems ill-befitting someone of noble birth to care about such things. Despite my family's nobility, we've never been particularly wealthy. So my father raised me to be conservative with my resources, paring down when necessary. He also encouraged me to keep my living spaces immaculate, so the two go hand in hand, I suppose. Yes, he's a good person. Even when managing our territory used up most of our family's resources, he still went out of his way to ensure my comfort. Oh, just a scrap of paper. It was already written on, so no good for note-taking. And obviously, I can't use it to clean my lance, so I tossed it. No need to hang on to inconsequential things, you know. Professor, did you come to check on me for any particular reason? Oh, well, if there's nothing important, I'll be on my way then. I still have some cleaning to take care of, after all. Talk to you later, Professor.
She's very odd. Alrighty. I still can't interact with this map. It's impossible. So how? I could do some faith training. Why don't I look at my stats? I don't actually know what my stats are right now. My stats. Would probably like some sword training. I don't know if I want to train authority. I should probably train authority. Maybe. I don't know if authority matters that much after you get to a certain point. Like, you'd think that authority would be good for a teacher to have, but at the same time it doesn't seem to be important to me teaching. So let's just do as much sword training as I can find right now. Who can do sword training? Eloise and Catherine? I think... I can't remember if Eloise can. Let's find out.
I'm going to...
No. No, he cannot.
I guess that. Wait, who's in here? No, no one useful.
So I guess we'll look through this. I know that Sedith can do sword training. I can't remember if Rhea can do sword training or not. Let's find out.
I look forward to...
She can. Nice. Alright, Sedith. You can do sword training, right? Yep. Alright, and then... should we try enrolling Petra into the sword tournament again? Or should we just do more training? It's a tough one, because I don't think Petra's gonna win. But if she does win, it'd be a free seal. We could bring someone off the wall like Claude. Claude is known for being very strong, or Catherine. Well, hold on. Can I just like cheat? Like, wait a second. Like, what class is gonna be good with a sword? Swordmaster. Duh.
I never turned up.
And then, why don't we just like look at her stats real quick? Like, she has grants 5 attack when using a sword, grants 10 crit when using a sword. That applies to a training sword. So this should work, right? I wish I had like sword breaker for these. That would be cool. But I think she should be able to win it. I don't see why she couldn't win it. And then we can switch her back after the tournament. Let's try it. She's high enough level. Training sword. Yeah. I don't see why not. I feel like Claude might be able to win this tournament as well. Oh my god, it's not even close. She actually can't even get hit in the first battle. I've never seen that before.
I won't hold back.
That's amazing. Alright, well, Dimitri might do 1 damage. Well, he did manage 1 damage.
I'll never back down.
Edelgard could, I guess, manage 2 damage, but...
I'll never back down.
oh boy. Well, this is something else. She's just too far ahead of everyone else. Felix will get 5 damage on her, and then... I'm not even gonna need a heal, but I'll probably just heal before the last fight anyways.
Fighting is what I do.
This is just unfair. Here's the finals against the guy who can't even do damage. I'm not even gonna heal. Screw it. Full tournament, no heals. You actually can't even hit me. Is it cheating to use Catherine to win the tournament? Yes. Do I care? No. Free seal. Well, that was interesting. Now let's switch her back, just so she can finish up the mercenary class first. That was interesting.
This will make me even stronger.
Yep, going backwards in classes will make you even stronger. It sounds like you've really got it figured out. Well, I think it's time to do supports. And we might actually have a shorter one this time.
Ignatz, hello. What are you up to? You frightened me. Oh, calm yourself. What is it that you're drawing?
I thought I'd jot down some sketches of everyone while they're training. And then later on, I'll try to practice their moves on my own. But I can't really concentrate on sketching if someone's watching me.
Just sketches, Even so, they're lovely. There's such life in them. It's as if they're moving on the page before my very eyes.
You really think so? You know, I always hoped to be an artist.
With skills like that, I'm quite certain you could easily make a living of it. And your demeanor is different when you draw. Bolder somehow. Ah, yes, there's an idea. Perhaps in the future you will join my retinue as my personal painter. Wait, have we not discussed this arrangement already? I had decided to take you into my service as a knight, had I not?
Becoming a knight was my father's idea. Being an artist is out of the question, I'm afraid.
So you've said. Well then, I suppose you shall simply have to become a knight who also paints.
A knight who also paints?
I have seen your talent and can attest to it. Your gifts are too great to wither away in obscurity. A knight with the rare gift of artistic talent would be most welcome in my employ.
I had never thought of that. Still, I don't understand why you'd want me as one of your knights. As a fighter, I'm unremarkable.
There is more to knighthood than combat. Courtly manners, a dignified bearing, and an aesthetic sensibility are also essential. A knight with an eye for art and the talent to create it is sure to improve the image of the nobility.
Lawrence, I'd never have guessed you were prone to such eccentric ideas. Thank you. I'm feeling a little more confident after hearing your kind words.
Oh, no cause for thanks. It is a noble's duty to provide guidance to those in need.
Ignatz just never answers, though.
Tell me, Marianne, do you have a love of flowers?
Well, I don't dislike them.
I've happened upon a spot that's just teeming with splendid blossoms. Would you like me to show you?
I think I would rather stay. It would be for the best if you kept your distance from me.
Well, perhaps I could pick a few of the nicest and present them to you. With a beautiful bouquet in your arms, your magnificence would rival even that of the goddess.
I would never compare myself to the beauty of the goddess.
I see. Well, I don't mind. Oh, that is a lovely handkerchief you've got there. Did you know that a handkerchief reflects the sensitivity of its owner? Yours tells me you have quite a refined sensibility. If you only applied yourself a little more to the rest of your ensemble, there is no doubt in my mind.
If you admire my handkerchief so much, you may have it.
No, please, that is not what I meant.
It was a gift from my adoptive father. I didn't choose it for myself. I'm sure I don't share his refined sensibilities, though, considering how little he and I have in common. I have to go.
Such beauty. And yet, with just a little polish, she'd be a marvel. If only she'd put in some effort. I wonder. Indeed, I shall make it my mission to awaken her beauty. There is nothing that I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, cannot do.
Marianne's a weird lady.
Thank you, Lawrence. You've done so much for me. You've been a tremendous help.
It was but a trifle. Surely there was no small amount of danger, but in the interest of experience, I was happy to endure.
You're so strong that I can't help but feel safe in your presence.
Yes, of course. Although, no matter how much brute strength we bring to bear, it is important that there be a leader on the field as well. Without someone possessed of my sound judgment and adaptability, we would surely be lost.
Surely, yes. My thoughts exactly. But,
What is it?
I'm going to keep providing support from the back. You wouldn't mind doing more fighting for me, would you?
Oh, well, physically I can, certainly. But if you mean on an everyday basis...
I knew you would. You have the generous soul of a true noble. I'll have to write back home and sing your praises.
Really? You mean to your father and brother?
Oh, yes. I have to write my big brother pretty often, as a matter of fact. He gets upset if I don't. And yet I never have much to write about. I've been really straining for topics.
That must strike you as a terrible nuisance, the idea of me blabbing about you in my letters.
Nuisance? Oh, hardly. Your brother is one of the foremost commanders of the Alliance. I can think of no higher accolade than to have my name passed on to his noble ear.
Then I'll tell him about all your thrilling exploits. Although if you can't help, that's okay too. I'll find something else to write about.
Oh, fear not. I shall show you exploits of a nature more thrilling than you could ever dream. Incidentally, when you write to him, please do not refer to me merely as Lawrence. Please use my full name, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. This will be an excellent opportunity to advance the status of the Gloucester name.
What a funny boy.
So manipulative.
Is that Raphael?
Yeah, I get it. But you can't be so picky. You need some meat in your diet. I don't know if you can eat human food, but bug meat might be good for you. That's right. You need to eat plenty of bug meat if you want to get big and strong like me.
He's practicing talking to an animal, I assume.
What? He's talking to a bird?
Huh? Is someone there? Oh, Marianne! You're right on time. This little birdie was telling me that he misses you. And, oh, it flew off.
It appears so.
Why do you think birds fly away when there's more than one person around? Birds never seem to stay put, unless I'm alone.
Birds are very cautious creatures. They tend to fly away when they're startled.
You mean they're afraid of loud noises? Oops, that was probably too loud for the birds. Come on, Raphael. Keep it down. How's this? Do you think we'd be able to talk to birds together like this? I still haven't met a bird that can speak human. I was hoping you could introduce me.
Huh? I thought you were just talking to one.
I was mostly talking at him, not to him. He just said chirp chirp and stuff like that. I had no idea what he was talking about. I don't think he understood me either. Marianne, you always know which birds understand what you're saying, right? Next time you find a bird who understands you, I hope you let me know so I can join the conversation.
Now what am I supposed to do?
The gig's up. She can't actually talk to birds.
Oh, hey, it's you. Going for a walk again today?
No, I'm on cooking duty today, and I have to head into town for some groceries.
All on your own? I'd better go with you. I'd be worried if you went by yourself.
No, please, I can manage on my own.
But won't you have a hard time carrying everything back?
Not at all. I'll be fine. I'm just replacing a few ingredients. Also, I may not look it, but I'm actually quite strong. I've been exercising every day.
You're right. You don't look it. Your biceps are a fraction of the size of Raphael's.
Why are you comparing him to Raphael?
If you start fumbling around under the weight of all the groceries, and then you trip and spill everything everywhere, look, I'm just saying that could be your future. It could happen. It doesn't look pretty.
Why is Lysithia so mean to everyone?
That's what you think of me, huh?
Yep. You're honestly a bit of a mess.
I see. If that's how you feel.
Oh, knock it off with the wounded puppy dog eyes. As though I'm some sort of villain in your story.
I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. I'm just a bit sensitive, that's all. You're talking like you don't respect me.
I see. So now it's my fault?
Jeez.
No matter how grown you seem to think you are, there's so much you're incapable of. You can play at being a mature adult, but it only ever complicates things. And that's exactly what makes you look like a child.
Oh, enough already! Would you just leave me alone?
Maybe I went a bit far that time.
Oh, really?
But he's so stubborn despite his ineptitude. I can't just leave it be. He's so foolish, constantly making a mess of things. Wait, but then...
No matter how much we stretch, some things are always beyond us. I think it's fine to be vulnerable and ask for help sometimes.
What he said to me before. To everyone else, do I seem just like Ignatz?
Dun dun dun. Alright, well that's all the supports we had. So I guess that is going to do it for this one. A little bit shorter this time, just running around the town. We won the sword tournament using Catherine, which doesn't really seem fair, but oh well, we won and we got the rewards, so you can't take them back now. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.